Hi everybody and welcome back. I hope you're all okay. I've been out for my second set of exercise, hence the wet look hair again. So this week I've done 2 sets of timed exercise and it's been really nice to see that people are definitely listening to the social distancing rules at the moment. Everybody is definitely trying to keep out the way when you're going out the park with me where I live anyway. So that is making me feel so much better about going out. What I've got for you today is I've got 2 recipes. I've got a lunch idea, which really is just a fridge raid, but it is a great one, and it's a great one for the kids as well. You know, sometimes when kids are just not hungry at tea time and they're like, oh, I don't want that, and I don't. This could be just something that you could give to them as a, you know, it's going to fill them because it's got protein in, and you know it's going to fill them because it's got carbs in, which, let's face it, most kids just thrive on carbs, don't they? So, well, I do as well, to be honest, but never mind. And then I've got a great evening meal one, which will help if you're looking for that sort of something different for the weekend. What I'm going to do is, after each video, I'm going to jump back in and give you alternatives to what you can use. So the first video, I'm going to jump in and give you some alternatives to what you can use if you don't have what I've got. And in the second video, most of it's store cupboard stuff, so you should have it anyway. And what I'll do is I'll give you some serving suggestions. So there are 2 recipes. It is me cooking, but these are videos that I'm showing you at the moment go for what I'm making to like a 1 and a bit minute clip for my Facebook and Instagram page. So it is me cooking, it's just a bit speeded up and from a different angle. So it means I can do it in my pajamas if I want to. That's the whole idea of it. It means I don't have to get dressed up to do it. But yeah, so there's 2 great sort of ideas there for you. And the evening meal one, the recipe card is on my website, so I'll link it in the description below, so you can pop over to my website, read it, screenshot it, do whatever you want for it. So that is basically it. The videos are coming up, so have a watch and see what you think. As always, if you like the video, please give it the thumbs up, and yeah, let's have a look and see what you think of the food coming up. So here I'm making peri peri chicken wraps. As always, spray the pan with oil and keep it on sort of a medium heat. This chicken was left over from the Diet Coke chicken recipe because the pack size was 650 grams. Obviously that's too much for 4 portions, especially when you add in vegetables and things. So I took out 150 grams of chicken. Excuse Graham wandering around in the background. Spoiling my video in, really. How dare he? And so yeah, there's 150 grams here. You probably get 2 wraps out of this, unless you're a 6-foot bloke and want both wraps. Who knows? So just seal the chicken, and then what I've done is I'm going to add this Portuguese peri peri rub from Spice and Tice. I have a lot of Spice and Tice spices, which I absolutely love, and now is the time to start using them. Spray it with oil again and continue cooking. This just stops the spices burning. This is raita that I'm using on a Weight Watchers wrap. This was left over from our Indian takeaway on Sunday evening. So spread that around. You can make your own raita with fat-free yogurt and mint if you wanted to, or you could just use mayo. This was the salad that was left over from the takeaway as well. So again, just add whatever you want into your wrap. I'm just using everything out of my fridge at the moment, and this was in there, so it all got used up basically. And then, as I say, you can just put mayo on or whatever it is you want. Once the chicken is cooked, slam it on the wrap. There you have it. Job done. Easy lunch. So if you didn't have any of the Spice and Tice rubs or peri peri rub or whatever, here are some things that you could use. If you've got any of these packets of fajita, you can snip them open and just shake a bit of that on. You could just add a little bit of paprika. I have some of this fajita seasoning, not a lot as you can see, but you could just sprinkle that on. You could use some Chinese 5-spice and make it like a Chinese kind of wrap. I have some Cajun spice, so you could use that. And I have some peri peri salt from Nando's. Again, you could use that as well. That would work equally as well. Yes, so there's some great alternatives if you don't have the peri peri rub. On Slimming World, that would have been sin-free because the wrap I would have used as a healthy extra B If you're not using some of the spice and taste, some of these carry a sin. It's only a small value, but just be aware of anything that you swap as an alternative. You check if you are following any sort of Slim and Wild or Weight Watchers or anything like that. But it made a fantastic, easy lunch, and it's a great one to keep tucked under your belt as well. So here we have 330ml of Diet Coke, 1 onion, any vegetables you like, an OXO cube, Chinese 5 spice, tinned tomatoes or passata, Worcester sauce, some chicken. I used 500 grams of sort of chicken strips. Use whatever you want. I decided last minute to add some mushrooms, as you can see. Just dice all your vegetables through the best you can. As I've said before, I use this because my knife skills are absolutely shocking. Then spray the pan with oil. That's the oil I use, which is 5 sprays for half a sin. Softening down onions it can take a while, so just add a sprinkle of salt and it'll speed up the process. Add in all your vegetables. Give it a big stir around. You'll see here I had to change pan because this makes 4 portions. There's too much in the pan and it won't cook. So add the OXO cube after you've added the chicken. Add the Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi or whatever it is you're using. Then Chinese 5 spice, add as much or a little as this as you like. I actually added 3 teaspoons in the end. A dash of Worcester sauce, and the passata or tinned tomatoes, 6 tablespoons of this. You can actually mix all this in a jug and make sure it's all mixed through and then add it to the pan. What you want to do now is bring it to a low simmer, so you've got like little bubbles forming. The trick here is to get the chicken cooked, so make sure the chicken is cooked, and once it's cooked, turn the heat up high and start reducing down the sauce, but make sure the chicken is cooked through before you do that, or it's like 80% there before you start doing it. You can bring the sauce down as far as you want. As you can see, I've still got a nice thick sauce on the bottom of the pan there that is covering everything in. I served mine with rice and sugar snaps. So in the Diet Coke chicken one, as you'll see, I served mine with rice and sugar snaps. Basically because it was just easy. I had sugar snaps that needed using up, and I do use a lot of pouch microwave rices, to be quite honest. It's just easy when there's only 2 of you. What you could use as an alternative is you could serve it with noodles. So you could add noodles to it. If you had a bag of stir fry, you could serve it with stir fry and rice. If you know, now you're really starting to bulk it out more and more and more. I mean, the whole thing makes 4 portions anyway. So, you know, you could serve it with half chips, half rice if you wanted to. You know, it really is that kind of thing at the weekend. You could add some prawn crackers to it if you have them, you know, the little bags of poppadoms, you could add some of them to it. So it's just about thinking outside of the box, but it's think Chinese when you make it. That's what it's kind of like. So anything that you would see in a Chinese meal would work well with that. I made 4 portions, and what I did was we had 2, which is what you saw on that platter. The other 2, I've started making this grub in a tub to keep in the fridge, because at the moment, when it comes to lunchtime, it's just such a big rush to get lunch done. Sometimes I haven't even thought about it, and Graham is absolutely starving. So what I've done is created lots of like meals to keep in the fridge, so he can just ping them as and when he wants. So it makes 4 portions, the Diet Coke chicken recipe. You can actually freeze it. So if you want to do what I'm doing and just keep like batch cooking, use 2, freeze 2, or whatever the metrics are in your house, it is a great way of just saving time. And especially with Diet Coke chicken, because you've got to have patience to get that sauce down. So when I used to do this in the past, I used to make it for 2 portions, and it can be a bit of a ball ache, to be honest. So realistically, if you're going to make it, make 4 portions. You'll save yourself a truckload of trouble trying to get the sauce down, I promise you. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will be back with you on Sunday. And please, please, please stay safe, everybody. And I hope you're all okay. And I'll catch up with you very, very soon. Bye.